after the first time I came here in 2019, it was like a dream for us. We've never experienced anything like it before. And really, like, that just memory of how amazing that first time was, 2019, just sort of fermented in my imagination, in my memory. And, I had to write a song about it. I don't think it does it justice to how special it was the first time, but still, it's some reflection of just how insanely dreamlike that experience was. We came together at the end to finish it and to produce it, record it, but 90% of the songs were written in Guanajuato, La Ciudad de Guanajuato, because I was there during the pandemic for 6 months in lockdown, and I had nothing else to do but write music, so that's what I did, and that's why the album's called From Mexico of Love, because all the songs, 90% of the songs were written in Mexico.
It's just a different special place that I haven't seen. We've traveled a lot as a band. I feel like this place has just got something extra to it. Just kind of magical. Maybe it's the trees on the streets in the huge city, but trees everywhere. And maybe it's the temperature plus the people plus the food plus it's a big mix of everything.
So I just felt like because it took so long for us to get here, it was just like not a hidden gem, but I felt kind of guilty taking so long to get here. But I was just blown away by the architecture and the trees and the food, of course. But like the architecture is just on another level anywhere else in the world, I think.
After Locke wrote a lot of the album in Mexico, we came back home to Brisbane and worked on it all together to sort of produce his demos more and re-record them and stuff. And the place that we were able to do that was a friend of the band's old hair salon that was now vacant. And so we set up the computer in there and had the mirrors
and the hairdryer, I think.
The hairdryer, the showers, all there. So it was a funny little studio, a makeshift studio.
So like in between working, you could sit back in the thing. You could wash your hair in the sink. Yeah. Great.
I just remember on our first show in Mexico City in 2019 was the first show of a run in the US as well. And so it was the very first show that we played, one of the first shows with our then drummer at the time. And it was very rock and roll, very rough and ready and rock and roll. So we all went up there with a Mexican flag that was given to us first, and it was just deafening roar of the crowd.
It was like a football match, like a soccer game.
And we were just completely stunned by it. Yeah. And all four of us had a time to crowd surf that time. It was just, the crowd was egging us on to crowd surf. Yeah. There were a few broken strings, and it was very non-traditional show. It wasn't like a very smooth show because we had one guitar each or so with breaking strings. And but it was fine because the crowd was just loving it. Yeah, it was funny.
The fans made it up because we refer to ourselves as dinos, not even Last Dinos, we just call ourselves dinos. Everybody at home calls us dinos, our manager. And I guess the fans caught on to that, and it just looks like Dinos, and Los Dinos just sounds perfect. We want to change our name to actually be Los Dinos.
Yeah.
But obviously they've got history from Dinos, so
so we can't.
It's a great name. It has a lot of Latin history.
Yeah.
Los Dinos.
And Selena.
Yeah.
Does Dinos mean dinosaurs, or are they referring to dinosaurs?
They call themselves dinosaurs. Yeah.
True. Yeah.